Hi guys, I'm Christina from bblocks.com and today I'm taking you on a behind the scenes photo shoot in Sicily. Our model for today is Erika De Stefano. Erika is a travel guide. She's not a model, but she modeled with me because her friend, who is my driver, have advised her that I'm looking for somebody to photograph in this city, the city of Taormina, that is. Our first set was the Roman arches in Taormina, Sicily. I really like that location because of the columns where we can set her in there, and with the right posing she can get a fantastic silhouette. So she wore this see-through skirt because the sun's coming obviously from behind her. And guys, it's really amazing for sunrise, you always want the sun on your subject and show the glow of the golden light, but it's also great to find some silhouettes because not a lot of people do silhouettes these days. For our next set, we just walked to the left of the arches and we found those stairs. Note the golden light, it made her skin too glowy. The sun was really high at that time. And what I wanted is I wanted a little bit of drama. So I set my camera white balance to incandescent light, and that makes the shadows blue and what's in the sun normal color temperature. And that's done in camera. From there we went to Chiesa Madonna della Rocca, which is a church on top of the mountain in Taormina. This experience was so grounding. First of all, the views from this church. Second, the church itself, it used to be a cave. Like, it's still a cave. You go when you're praying, it's in a cave. It's gorgeous. And as you can see, the views are breathtaking. So I wanted to be respectful to people praying, so I didn't want to shoot in areas where there were people. This is our driver. He had the car reflector, or the sun reflector for the car. We used it as a wind machine. And we got fantastic shots from this move and how she was laughing and looking at him. From here, we used the rocks that made the cave that this church is sitting on. Just wanted a little bit of nature or natural environment around her. In all of those photographs, I was using my Nikon 24-70 camera f4, and the exposure for this shot is ISO 500 f8 at 1/60th of a second. At this time, it wasn't really sunrise anymore. The sun was up. It was morning. And note how you see the light coming very close to her. That light coming on the left, reflecting really good glow on her face. And that's what I used as main light to light her. No reflectors, no flash, just natural lighting. The white stone was reflecting really beautiful glow on her face, and that's all we needed to light her. As photography is an art, and you decide what settings you want to use and what kind of feel you want out of the photos. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. You don't have to shoot 1.4 or 2.8 for every outdoors portrait you want to photograph. You can do something different. It depends on this. If you want to show more of your surrounding, if you want to show more of the setting, you use a little bit bigger aperture or smaller aperture, bigger number, so you can show more. Like in here, I don't want to hide the background. I don't want to blur the background too much. I'm in Sicily. I want to show environment. As we were walking down, I saw this road and this gorgeous garages, really old garages, gates, what do you call that, metal gates behind her. And I'm like, I have to shoot here. The light at this point was really bad. It was about 10 in the a.m. So you don't have the glow, you don't have good shadows, you just have deep shadows, high contrast, and I'm not using any artificial light. So I relied on our model's mystique, and she gave me fantastic poses. Our aperture in here is f4, the ISO is 500, and the exposure is 1/200 of a second, and I'm still using my 24 to 70 Nikon lens. On the way back to the hotel, the driver suggested a park close by to go there and take a look. And once we got there, I loved it. So we had to take a couple photos in there. Light, we used the sunshade from the car to reflect light back on her face. The sun was behind her, rimming her back and separating her from the background. And my settings in here were 200th of a second at f4, and my ISO was high at 1000 because I wanted to get the colors around me, and I wanted to have the shades to be a little bit open. So that's why the high ISO. The purpose of this photo shoot is to show you guys that you don't need complicated equipment to take fantastic photos. You don't need lighting, like even flashes, not even a reflector. You can shoot with high ISO with fast shutter speed and f4 or f2.8 aperture in outdoors, and you get really decent lighting on your girl. And you don't have to shoot with a model to make your people or your clients or the people who you photograph look good. You don't have to have any of that. Just get out there, take a person you know and you like, and play. Guys, dogs have balls in Italy. I've simplified this shoot as much as I can for people who do not have professional lighting or who have DSLRs and they just want to go out there and shoot without the complications of learning other stuff. My setting for this set are I'm shooting with shutter speed 250, f4 and ISO 2000. Why am I shooting with high ISO? Because I want to fill the shadows of this gorgeous abandoned, it's not abandoned, it's just so old that you can't even live in there. But this is hundreds of years old house or mansion, probably an aristocratic mansion in Sicily. I don't know who used to live in here, but it seems like it used to be some, because the view from this house is magnificent right on the water, and the location at the park, like it obviously whoever lived in here owned the park. So this is it, guys. If you learned something from this video, please let me know in the comments, and if you want to learn something new, also let me know.